Hi everybody, let's take Unit 11, Technology. Subunit 11.1, the topic of our lesson is keeping in touch. Vocabulary communication. 1A, discuss what type of communication can you see in the photo. Photo A is postcard. Photo B, internet phone, webcam. Photo C, SMS, text message. Photo D, mobile phone. Photo E is fax. Photo F, social networking site. Let's do second part, work in pairs, complete the table. How often do you and your partner do these things? Write often, sometimes, or never next to each thing. Use your mobile often, write a blog often, send a fax or postcard sometimes, check your email often, send an SMS, text message often, chat online often, update your web page sometimes, use an internet phone often. Let's do second part, listening. 2A, work in pairs. What are the positive and negative points about the things in the box? Social networking sites. Social networking sites, you can keep in touch with friends you don't see very often. And positive points, sometimes the site is very slow, you can waste a lot of time. The second one, blogs. The positive point, you can publish your ideas to the world. Negative point, anybody can read your blog, so it is very private, personal. Text message. Text message, it is quick and cheap, but negative, sometimes it is better to talk face to face. Internet phone. Internet phone, you can see the person with a webcam. It is very cheap, but the computer, the positive, negative points, the computer crashes. Now we have listening. Let's take a second part of this exercise. Listen to 4 people talking about how they keep in touch. Match each speaker to the type of communication in exercise number 2A. Now let's listen.
Unit 11, Technology, Recording 1. 1.
I use my phone for everything. I text most of the time because it's quick and cheap, so I text my friends and my boyfriend. We send each other texts during the day. It's a nice way to keep in touch. I like texts because they are quiet. Nobody knows what you are saying. My mom used to call me all the time to check that I'm okay, but now she can text me, which is much better. I get really annoyed when you're talking to someone, though, and they're texting someone else. I think that's really rude.
2.
I use the internet a lot now. I use it for phone calls. You know, what's it called? Skype. I use Skype to keep in touch with my family because my daughter lives in France, you see, so I don't see her very often, and the phone is expensive. With the internet, I can see my grandchildren. It's wonderful. My son sets up the computer for me. I haven't learned how to do that yet, and sometimes it crashes during the phone call, which is annoying, or I can't see the picture properly, but usually it's fine. Generally, I think the technology is wonderful. When I was younger, we only dreamed of having video phone calls, but now it's possible and it's free.
3.
We use a blog. We've never done it before, but it's a great way to tell people about your travel experiences. We've been to so many places already, and it's nice to be able to tell people about them. And you can put photos there of the people you meet and the places you visit. It's better than writing postcards because you don't have to wait for them to arrive. As soon as you write the blog, people all over the world can read it. And you only have to write it once. The only problem we have is when we can't find an internet cafe.
4.
I've just started to use networking sites like Facebook and MySpace. They're a great way to keep in touch with people you don't see very often. You can post photos or send jokes and funny videos. I found some friends I haven't seen for years, and it was great to see their pages. The only problem is that I keep looking at the website when I should be working.
Okay, now let's continue. You have listened to 4 people talking about how they keep in touch. Let's match each speaker to the type of communication. First speaker talks about text message. The second speaker talks about internet phones. The third talks about blog. And number 4, social networking sites. 3A, read sentences 1-8. Which speaker said them? Listen and listen again to check. It is a great way to tell people about your travel experiences. Speaker 3. I get really annoyed when you are talking to someone through and they are texting someone else. Speaker 1. The only problem is that I keep looking at the website when I should be working. It will be speaker 4. And sometimes it crashes during the phone calls. Speaker 2. You can post photos or send jokes and funny videos. Speaker 4. Number 5. I text most of the time because it is quick and cheap. Speaker 1. The only problem we have is when we can't find an internet cafe. Speaker 3. And last one, I use Skype to keep in touch with my family. Speaker 2. Working pairs discuss, are the comments positive or negative? Which do you agree with? Comments are positive. For example, 1, 5, 6, 8, but negative 2, 3, 4, 7. Let's take grammar material, present perfect. Present perfect plus just, yet, already. 11.1. It is common to use the present perfect with just, yet, and already. Use just to talk about something which happened very recently. Put just before the main verb. I have just passed my driving test. We have just got back from holiday. Use yet in negative sentences and questions to talk about something which hasn't happened, but you expect it to. Put yet at the end of the sentence. Are you ready? No, we haven't finished yet. Have you booked a table yet? No, not yet. I'll call the restaurant in a minute. Use already to talk about something which happened, maybe before you expected. Put already before the main verb or at the end of the sentence. I have already had 4 cups of coffee this morning. He has found a job already. Spoken English. It is common to use not yet as a short of response to a question. It means we expect to do something soon, but we have not done it. let's take exercise number 4A. Let's do it. Read sentences 1-3 and match them with the sentence AC below. I haven't heard how to do it myself. The answer will be C, but I hope to learn so. The second one, I have just started to use the working site, networking site. The answer will be I started a few days ago. And the number 3, we have been to so many places already. The answer will be B. We didn't think it was possible to travel so much. B. Complete the rules with just, yet, and already. Use yet in negative sentence or questions for something you expected to happen before now. Use just for something that happened a short time ago. Use already for something which happened before now or earlier than expected. Now, let's do exercise number 5A. Make sentences with the prompts. Use the present perfect. The first is given for you. I have just bought a new car. Second, I have done any sport yet this week. Number 3, my best friend has just had a baby. Number 4, I have already had a holiday this year. Number 5, I haven't finished my studies yet. Number 6, I have already seen the new James Bond film. Number 7, I have just moved house. Number 8, I have already paid for my next English course. I have already paid for my next English course. Now let's do exercise number 6. Look at the carton and the things to do list. What things has the man already done? What hasn't he done yet? Let's begin. He has already been to the supermarket. He hasn't cleaned the floor yet. He has already done the washing. He has just ironed his shirts. He hasn't cooked dinner yet. He hasn't watered the plants yet. Exercise number 7A. In this exercise, look at the things in the box below and answer the questions. For example, such kind of words: find the job, the combinations, travel abroad, start an exercise program, write a blog, learn a language, learn to play the guitar, learn to drive, create my own web page. Which of these have you done already? Which haven't you done yet but would like to do? Which have you just done? But the answers may be your own. Now let's take exercise number 8A. Read the travel blog. Match the pronouns in bold to the things they refer in the box. Milan, the course, my new friends, Laura, my new friends and my city center. It's a big city. It is big, beautiful and busy. It's Milan. Mark's blog, August, Milan. I have just arrived in Milan. It is big, beautiful and busy, and the people are so friendly. I have only been here for 1 week and I have made lots of new friends already. Most of them are students too, and they are new to Milan. Our course hasn't started yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to share a flat with another student, Laura. I haven't met her yet, but she sounds nice on the phone. The flat is near the city center and there are lots of bars and restaurants near there, so it should be good for going out at night. More news in September. But answers will be in this exercise. Match the pronouns in bold to the things they refer to in the box. For example, them, my new friends. They, my new friends. Our, my new friends and my. It, the course. It may be the course. Her will be Laura. She, Laura. There, the city center. For example. Use pronouns it, them, they, etc. to avoid repetition of words. And let's do the third part, part C. Rewrite this travel block, replace the underlined words with pronouns. Alicia and I have finally arrived in Bucharest, and Alicia and I love Bucharest. We thought we should update you and on Alicia's and my tour. Last month we were in Hungary. We had a really good time in Hungary. We met a man called George who was very friendly. George took us to some wonderful lakes and castles, and we really enjoyed the lakes and castles. The other news is that we have decided to stay in Bucharest for at least 2 years. We think living in Bucharest will be a wonderful experience for Alicia and I. Rewrite this travel book, replace the underlined words with pronouns. For example, it will be we, it, our, their, he, them, here, it, us. Now let's continue. Let's take some unit 11.2. The topic of our lesson is just a game. Exercise number 1A. Work in pairs. Discuss. What do you think of computer games? Do you like them? Why? Why not? The answer will be, I think computer games are really interesting because you can play with people from all over the world who have the same game. You can compare scores, for example. Now, do you agree with the opinions below? Let's read them. I play computer games all the time. They don't make you violent in real life. Computer games make you feel better. If I am angry, I shoot lots of aliens in a game. It doesn't hurt anyone. With computer games, you can do things that are not possible in the real world, so it's fun. Some people spend too much time in virtual world. It is very worrying. People should go out more, play sports, and talk to each other. Only old people don't understand about computer games. In the future, everyone will play them. Now, let's do second part of this exercise. 2A, read the introduction to an article and answer the questions. What do you think the scene is? What do you think the journalist will see and do? Before answering this question, let's read this text and then do some exercises. Meet The Sims. The Sims is the best-selling computer game in history, so my editor asks me to find out how it works. I decide to try it out. I think it is cheap. It's close. If I go there, I'll meet new people and experience a new culture. I'm quite excited. Day 1, the first day. I choose 2 characters, Sadie and Troy, and I go to Blazing Falls. The brochure says it has miles of beaches and tropical islands. We built a house near the sea. It is a dream. You can walk out of the door straight onto the beach, and when I have finished, I sit back with a feeling of real achievement. It has been a good day. The second day, day 2. After breakfast, we go for a walk and look at the different houses. If I visit a house with other players, I'll make some new friends. I walk into a house with 12 people. I have never talked online to strangers before, and I feel nervous. Some people are playing chess or computer games, and others are running around in their swimsuits. I'm not sure what to say, so I type hello and it appears in a big bubble above Sadie's head. No one answers. I feel uncomfortable or lonely. But if I leave, I won't have a story for my editor. I type I am confused. How do I play? What is there to do in this house? I feel like a new girl at school who nobody wants to talk to. I soon get worried. I leave the computer and I go and talk to my real friends. Day 3, the third day. I'm worried about Sadie. Bad things will happen if she doesn't make friends. So this morning I start with Troy. I send him in a club. He is good looking. So I hope that when he walks in, people will start talking to him. I'm right. What are you looking for? Do you want to dance? This is much better. There are so many questions. I can't type the answers fast enough. Before I know what has happened, I am on the dance floor with my new friends. In real life, I haven't been dancing for ages, and I am amazed by the good feeling I get. The questions, what do you think The Sims is? The Sims are computer-stimulated people in a computer game. What do you think the journalist will see and do? The journalist chooses her characters, builds a house, meets other Sims, makes new friends, etc. Let's answer to these questions. Part C. Work and paste answer the questions. What 2 things does the journalist enjoy doing in the game? She enjoys building a house on the beach and dancing. The second question, what does she find difficult? She finds difficult to make friends when she first starts to play. Now let's continue. Vocabulary feelings. Exercise number 3A. Work in pairs. Look at what's involved in the text in exercise 2A. Match them with definition 1.8 below. How do you feel when you have nothing to do? Bored. It will be bored. Then, let's continue. How you feel when you don't understand how something works. This word will confused. How you feel when you are alone and have no friends. Lonely. How you feel when something special is going to happen and you are happy. Excited. Number 5. How you feel when you are not relaxed, uncomfortable. How you feel when you are very surprised, amazed. how you feel when you keep things thinking about something bad that might happen. Example, you might lose your job. Worried. And how you feel when you worry about something you cannot relax. Example, before an exam. Nervous. Let's speak about grammar. First, conditional plus when. Now I'm going to show you this part of the grammar. First conditional plus when. If when plus present plus will, want plus infinitive. If you don't study, you won't pass the exam. When the film finishes, I'll turn off the TV. Use if when plus present plus will plus infinitive to form the first condition. There are two clauses, if when, the if when clause and the main clause. You can reserve the order of the clauses, but the if when clause always uses the present tense. If when clause, main clause. If we see Anne, we'll ask her to call you. It is right, Ryan, but it is wrong. Not. If we will see Anne, we'll ask her to call you. We'll ask Anne to call you if we see her. Main clause, if when clause. Use the first conditional to talk about the situation in the future and their consequences. Use it for a situation which is likely. Use when for a situation which is certain. If I pass my driving test today, I'll be very surprised. I'm not sure about this. When I pass my driving test, my father will buy me a car. I'm sure about this. It is also possible to use may, might, could, should in the main clause instead of will. If it is sunny, we might have a picnic later. When they are arrived, they should call to tell us. Now let's go back. Exercise number 4. Look at sentences A, D and circle the correct alternative to complete the rules. For example, if I go there, I'll meet new people. If I leave, I won't have a story for my editor. When he walks in, people will start talking to him. Bad things will happen if she doesn't make friends. The first will be future. The second, the present tense. The third one will be a future form. In this sentence, we are talking about future. Second will be about present tense, and in the third, in the main clause, use future form. Let's continue. 5a. Complete the guide with the correct form of the verb in brackets. How to look after your sim. People have needs, and so do the sims. We need to keep clean, have fun, sleep, relax, talk, eat, exercise, and go to the bathroom. If you don't do these things, bad things will happen to your sim. Clean. If you don't have showers and wash your hands, you will die of a disease. Watch out for this. Remember to eat. When your sim is hungry, she will not have much energy, so buy him or her pizza or get him or some dinner. Make friends. If your sim doesn't make friends, she will get depressed and she won't listen to you. Don't forget to rest. Your sim will fall down and go to sleep on the floor if she doesn't sleep enough. Think about comfort. If your sim sits on the sofa, she will be more comfortable. Let's take the second part. Let's do the second part of this exercise. Make sentences with the prompt about the sims. Let's begin. If Troy gets a job as a policeman, he will earn lots of money. The second one. If he earns a lot of money, he will buy nice things for the house. If he buys nice things for the house, they will have a lot of fun. They will have a lot of fun. Number 4. If they have a lot of fun, they will make new friends. If they will make new friends, maybe Troy will find new girlfriend. Number 6. If Troy finds new girlfriend, Sadie won't be happy. If Sadie isn't happy, they will fight. Number 8. If they fight, maybe they will have to move a house. Now we have listening. Let's listen.
Unit 11. Recording 2. 1.
If Troy gets a job as a policeman, he'll earn lots of money.
2.
If he earns lots of money, he'll buy nice things for the house.
3.
If he buys nice things for the house, they'll have a lot of fun.
4.
If they have a lot of fun, they'll make new friends.
5.
If they make new friends, maybe Troy will find a new girlfriend.
6.
If Troy finds a new girlfriend, Sadie won't be happy.
7.
If Sadie isn't happy, they'll fight.
8.
If they fight, maybe Troy will have to move house.
Okay, now it is the end of our lesson. The lesson is over. So, see you soon. Thank you for your attention. See you soon. Bye.